Yo, what's up, nerds, and welcome to Super Budget, the series where I'm going to show you decks for extremely cheap prices. This deck is about $13, so that's like, I don't know, 2 set boosters maybe of Lord of the Rings, something like that to make a, I would say, somewhat viable commander deck. So today's the Door Observers, because the Gatewatch were kind of busy, so they are friends with Carth the Lion, so he's 2 black-green, 3/5, Planeswalker loyalty abilities cost +1 to activate, meaning that they gain loyalty even when they're losing. When it enters the battlefield or dies, I look at the top 7 and can put a Planeswalker into my hand. So the whole deck is Planeswalker based. However, Planeswalkers generally don't fall into budget. They're all like a dollar, couple dollars, especially for the good ones. So first up is Davriel. So it's 2 and a black. At the beginning of each opponent's upkeep, if they have 1 or fewer cards in hand, deals 2 damage to them. However, he's partially just in here because his ability costs -1, and Carth the Lion will make it cost +1. So you just make an opponent discard a card each of your turns for free. He also just adds to commander counts. Jiang Yanggu, Wildcrafter, puts +1/+1 counters on it on other things for -1. But that becomes +1, so it's free. And then creatures with +1/+1 counters can add mana, which will help you get to some of your more expensive planeswalkers later. Garruk the Unleashed, so it can pump things, it can create a beast, and then it has an emblem where at the beginning of your end step, you may search your library for a creature card, put it on the battlefield, then shuffle. So he's only going to have to activate twice if you have Carth out, which will help you get to that emblem pretty fast, and then he won't actually die after the emblem, or his -2 becomes a -1 to create beasts. So because he starts at 4, he can create 4 beasts total, which is solid. Which when the beasts die, you put a loyalty counter back on it, so it kind of goes neutral. Next up is Nissa of Shadowed Boughs. 2 black-green, 4 loyalty, landfall. Whenever a land enters the battlefield under your control, put a loyalty counter onto it. You can +1 it to untap target land, and then have it become a 3/3 elemental, or -5 to put a creature card with converted mana cost less than or equal to the number of lands you control onto the battlefield from your hand, with 2, or a graveyard with 2 +1/+1 counters on it. However, that's going to cost +1, so her -5 comes back to a -4. She starts with 4, and because of Carth, you'll get to ultimate her immediately, which is pretty cool. You can put a creature down, whatever. Next up is Garruk, Primal Hunter. So he's going to create bears, which will help protect himself. 2 green. Sorry, forgot to mention. Starts at 3. You can -3 him to draw cards equal to the greatest power among creatures you control. So that's going to be really helpful if you do have a strong creature already out. And then he won't die because of that, since he gets +1. And then you can put a 6/6 worm token for each land you control onto the battlefield for his -6. So you can activate his +1, which is a +2 twice, bring him to 7, and then -6 him, which worms will help you just finish off the game and protect your other planeswalkers. Ob Nixilis Reignited is probably one of the weakest options here. So 3 black, you draw a card, lose a life, which is good. I can say that. He can destroy a creature for -3, which becomes -2. And then target opponent gets an emblem with whenever a player draws a card, you lose 2 life. So that'll kind of take one player out of the game. However, it doesn't really affect the rest of the players. Same with Ob Nixilis the Hate Twisted. 3 black, he's a 5. Whenever an opponent draws a card, Ob Nixilis deals 1 damage to that player. So you can destroy target creature, its controller draws 2 cards, which becomes a -1 because of Carth. So repeatedly destroying creatures is good, I guess, but allowing your opponent to draw is not very good. However, you can also destroy your own little things if you want to draw. Vraska the Unseen, 3 black-green, until end of turn, until your next turn, whenever a creature deals combat damage to Vraska, destroy that creature. So that becomes a +2. So then she can ultimate immediately, which creates 3/1/1 black assassins with whenever this creature deals combat damage to a player, that player loses the game. So she can finish off games, and then I believe there's ways in the deck to help those tokens get in. She can also destroy target non-land permanent for a -2. Arlinn Pack of the Voice of the Pack is 4 green. Each creature that's a wolf or werewolf enters with an additional +1/+1 counter. And then she can -2, which becomes a -1 to create a 2/2 wolf. So she can create 7 wolves, which is pretty good, I guess. Vraska Relic Seeker is the last planeswalker. She's 4 black-green. Create a 2/2 pirate. Destroy target artifact, creature, or enchantment. And then you create a treasure token. Or she can -10, target player's life total becomes 1. So this absolutely takes somebody out of the game, which has its benefits, I guess, but it's definitely not for finishing out all games. Moving on to creatures, Elvish Visionary is a draw, Novice Occultist is a draw, Pestilent Wolf will give itself Death Touch to help protect your planeswalkers, make your opponent think twice about attacking. Something like Recluse would also work there. It also benefits off of Arlinn. So, Pollenbright Druid can proliferate and put counters on each of your planeswalkers. Runed Servitor is a draw. Bounding Wolf is protection. The wolves are also just here because of Arlinn. Fertilid is ramp. Park Heights Maverick can proliferate whenever it deals combat damage to a player or dies. Pilgrim's Eye is ramp. Spore Crawler is a draw. Tormod's Crypt is graveyard removal. Baneblade Scoundrel is a werewolf, which means it benefits off of Arlinn. Bloomhulk proliferates. Bushmeat Poacher can sacrifice creatures to draw a card. Dramatist Puppet can add another counter to one of your planeswalkers. Glittermonger can create treasure. Hookhand Mariner is another werewolf. Urban Daggertooth proliferates. Cleanup Crew is removal, and also like a top-end threat. Bag of Holding will help you churn through your deck. Ceremonial Knife will help you create blood to churn through your deck. Charcoal Diamond and Ecologist's Terrarium are both ramp. Metal Spinners Puzzle Knot is card draw. Moss Diamond is ramp. Sleeper Dart is card draw. Throne of Geth is proliferating to help make your planeswalkers bigger. Golgari Locket is ramp. Jalum Tome is draw. Sisay's Ring is also ramp. Ghastly Demise is removal. You're Already Dead is removal. Blade Brand can help. It's kind of removal-y. It's also a card draw. Easy Prey can be cycled, and it's removal. Broken Wings is removal. Demon's Dew is card draw. Adventure Awaits is helping you get creatures, and kind of card draw-y. Aid the Fallen will help you get a planeswalker back. Foul Play is removal. Sign in Blood is draw. Smell Fear helps you proliferate. The Elder Spell can let you sacrifice your planeswalkers to add loyalty to each other to add loyalty to other planeswalkers. Specifically, so you can help top off Garruk or either Garruk's or Vraska. You Find a Cursed Idol is removal. Assassinate's removal. Courage and Crisis proliferates. Iker Slick can be cycled and is also removal. Path to the Festival is ramp. Grim Bounty is removal. Settle the Score can put loyalty on our planeswalkers and is removal. Wolf's Quarry can create Boughs, which can help you block. Deadweight is removal. Infernal Scarring is +2. Oath of Liliana will help you benefit off of planeswalkers entering. World Weary is removal and can be cycled for land. Cryptic Caves is a draw on a land. Forest, Foul Orchard, Interplanar Beacon can help you get out planeswalkers. Jungle Hollow, Mobilized District costs 1 less for each legendary creature and planeswalker. Swamps, Witherbloom Campus. Overall, the deck, I would say, is very slow. All of these decks I made months ago. I mean, like, months ago. And I think I've improved as a deck builder from when I was then. So I might end up tuning this deck up. However, for like $13, it's not terrible. I think it probably does what it needs. So let me know in the comments what you think. Like, subscribe, whatever.